Oh my god. Yeah, to be fair, I've set up a bit later than I normally would have. That's a really cool menu. That was a horrifying noise. Welcome, everyone, to Call of Cthulhu. My name is Pooderoo, and I will be your Let's Player for today, should you so choose. Now, in continuing with the theme of Lovecraftian games, I've decided to play Call of Cthulhu. I have 2 more games to show after this one. And those 2 games are brand new. I have not played them, I've only seen trailers. That's a very strange noise. And, yeah, this one, is that an eyeball? This one, I have started 1, but that was quite some time ago. That was over 3 months ago, and I cannot remember what I did, so I will start a new one. Boston, 1924. Edward Pierce, veteran of the First World War, drowns his memories in liquor and sleeping pills. He is now a private detective who has trouble finding a case able to lift him from his torpor. Pierce must find a new case quickly or risk losing his license. I have literally no idea further than that what this game is about. I just saw that it was about Cthulhu, I saw it was Lovecraftian, and I picked it up a long time ago in, I think, the same sale that I bought Tesla vs. Lovecraft in. And I saw it was a horror game. It is a horror game. It's a first person. I don't know if there's any combat in it, so it might just be another first person, walk over here, objective based game. But it could actually be really, really good. There's a leveling up system, there's a skill tree, and so it could be really, really good. It's a Focus Interactive game. That's the publishing house. The dev team, I've already forgotten the name of because I haven't slept. So I think one was called Chaosium Inc. or something like that, but I can't remember what the other one was. Oh, I almost remembered it. Let's enter madness together, everybody. I didn't get very far in this at all. If I am mad, it is mercy. May the gods pity the man who in his callousness can remain sane to the hideous end. H.P. Lovecraft. Yeah, welcome to the start. Ooh, good graphics. Really good graphics. This looks great. Oh, that's a shark. Hello. I do not remember the shark. I have a feeling this is going to kind of be like Agony. Which I really need to go back to. Really need to go back to Agony. I started Agony and then I stopped. Back in the summer. And I stopped because there were other games to play. And I wanted to take a break by playing Electronic Superjoy, and then that came off of Game Pass. I still haven't bought it again yet. But I will. This looks... I mean, this place is way too small for Cthulhu to fit through, so this can't be Cthulhu's den. Crouch by pressing B. There is something moving in there. It might just be the mist. How do I interact? A. Okay, so standard operating procedure with any other horror game. Ooh. Are these barrels explodey barrels? Am I going to need to fight? That would be cool. I'd rather it not just be another walkthrough horror game, but if it is, I wouldn't mind too much because it looks really good. Counter darkness, you must light up some items in order to interact with them. Okay, cool. How? Okay, I guess I need the lantern first. Right, that's what it's telling me. Okay, hurricane lamp. Cool, cool, cool. Bolt cutters. Cool. This is not how I remember this game starting at all. Can I get in the boat and leave? Can I just go? That would be the smart decision. Okay, so it's LT to sprint. Jump! Ooh. Ooh, this game is really good to play in headphones. Alright, I'm just gonna go back around the other way and open that door too. Because, like, I can. Get the feeling I'm gonna need another exit. I don't remember this. I remember the skill tree bit in the office. Ugh. Bit of trypophobia there.
What a putrid offering.
Oh, these are offerings. Do you not like killer whales, bro? That's... Either that thing's still alive, or it's just bobbing about on the waves.
Don't fight. You have been chosen.
Cool. I won't fight. I mean, who am I to fight an eldritch god anyway?
Behold. Everything has already been written.
Okay, none of these people have eyes. Or faces, really.
Attempt to change your destiny.
That guy has a face. Oh, okay. Davy Jones. Okay. It's cool, man. It's just a dream. This is how every horror game starts.
I hate whiskey.
Then why drink it? New place discovered. Consult diary. Pierce Investigations Agency. My private detective agency contracted to the Wentworth Detective Agency. After the Great War, I decided to set up in Boston, where there is no lack of work for guys like me. One small-time case follows the other. Adultery, settled scores, disappearances that are not actually disappearances. The old office couch is less comfortable than a real bed, and I should probably get rid of these empty bottles, but this place is mine for the moment. Okay. I'm gonna have to move the broadcast overlay, because I can't read nothing. Just a second. There we go. Alright, cool. Dark water. Inhabitants, places, occult. Pierce, that's me. This is the leveling up skill tree I was talking about. Case. Inventory. The Lost Battalion, 10th of the 7th. 18. Mild lighter that I engraved the memory of the 77th Infantry Division and the men of the Lost Battalion who fell. Clues. Pierce. Okay, sanity. Edward Pierce is a veteran of the First World War, where he took part in the Meuse-Argonne offensive. He is one of the few survivors of the Lost Battalion, American units that suffered heavy losses from enemy and allied artillery fire. Forced to hold their position for several days, surrounded by the bodies of their fallen comrades, without food or medical supplies, the soldiers were considered a loss by their fellow countrymen. Pierce is traumatized by these events. He consumes sleeping pills and liquor to ward off the nightmares that haunt him. That fact that there's a picture there and it's saying about me. Kind of makes me feel like I was that guy. Confident in your abilities and your Cartesian mind, you conduct your investigations by sticking to the facts, your convictions, and your perception of reality. Your conclusions are logical and reliable. Okay. So I take it that's going to change. Can I level up yet? Can I do that yet? Okay. Alright. Let's look inside. What we got?
I used to be an avid reader.
What happened, bro?
Been
Whiskey?
too long since I've slept in a bed. I wonder why I still take these things.
Because you can't sleep. Be a good reason to take sleeping pills. Doctors prescribed them when I returned from the war. They swore that they would put an end to the nightmares, but for a while now their effect has been wearing off. Okie dokie. Ooh, hey.
Wentworth Agency doesn't attract top-notch cases.
I doubt you do too, buddy.
Holding your position and obeying orders. That isn't courage.
Careful, buddy. You don't want to slam soldiers.
Married woman runs off with her girlfriend. The husband couldn't understand it.
Husband never understood that his wife had left him. He kept on calling me weeks after the investigation had been closed. Aw. Rip.
A good old story of blackmail in a speakeasy.
Bar owner who hired me didn't like the way I closed this case, but when you're already outside the law, there's not a lot one can do against a private detective who's got proof against you. True.
Natural sciences, linguistics, archaeology.
Yeah, you got a lot of books, bro. Shut up. Ooh, the game saved when I did that. Okay.
Been a while
Hold on,
since
man.
I
I'm still
jotted
looking
down
around.
Something other than my nightmares.
Ooh. The Press Investigation Agency. The doctor can well repeat to me that I no longer need my remedy to keep my memories at bay, but I know that if I stop, the memories will return. One of these mornings, I probably won't wake up. Despite the treatment, I again hear voices in my dreams, but they are different, unknown. They seem to surface from unfathomable and ancient depths. What nameless creature is calling me? Cthulhu, he's not nameless. They are not nameless. Is that water, or be that whiskey? Ah, that's whiskey, man. I ain't drinking that. Whiskey is sometimes nice.
I'm listening.
Are you Edward Pierce, private investigator contracted by the Wentworth Detective Agency?
That's correct.
No.
Hello, Mr. Pierce.
Liar.
I'm Lucy Sherifield, in charge of investigators over at Wentworth. I'm calling
Yes.
because of a problem with your file. A fire has destroyed some of our documents.
Is that right?
I'm so very sorry, but I have to collect your personal information yet again.
Okay. Ah, clever segue. Right, so I have 8 character points available. 6 needed before next level. 4 needed before next level. So obviously I'm going to put some in medicine. Occultism. Hell yeah. I've not got many left. 6 character points needed for next level. 3 for that one. Hold on. And 1 for that one. And 6 for that one. What was that? Investigation. Investigation represents your investigating talents. Improving this skill increases your chance of understanding past events by analyzing a crime scene or an object. And of picking locks. Eloquence represents your ability to influence those you talk to by your powers of speech. I'll do investigation. Wait, what? Oh, I see. Oh, I see. There we go, that's better. Right. There we go. Now we're getting somewhere. I've got 2 character points left, so I might as well whack it into... Spot hidden represents your ability to find hidden objects. Improving this skill increases your chance of finding hidden objects. Really, very well worded. An undiscovered object will not appear in game. Okay. Psychology, representation, knowledge of human behavior. Okay, so I'm gonna whack that. Okay. Validate. Do you really want to validate this character points attribution? Yeah, boy.
Mr. Pierce, our files will soon be up to date. And
Cheers, man.
on a related matter, may I raise a sensitive question?
What's wrong?
No.
As you know, we wish to closely monitor the progress of our contractors. And it
Yeah.
would seem you've been accepting fewer new cases.
Work is scarce.
Mr. Pierce, you know as well as I do, there's never been more investigative work than now.
But are those cases worth it?
They're worth not losing your license. Show yourself worthy of the Wentworth Detective Agency, and we might keep you on the payroll.
Oh.
Mr. Pierce, do you still...
Lol. Oh. He
I'm
Peppa
coming.
Pigged that bitch. Ah, rip. Hello. Okay, didn't even say hi.
Sir, I came here on the advice of a person whom I hold in high esteem, and I must say that I expected anything but a drunkard's lair.
Ooh, you throwing shade already, bro? You wanna
You're
fucking
free
go?
to leave anytime, sir.
Do you know to whom you speak?
Stephen Webster, industrial
The Monopoly guy?
collector. All of Boston knows you.
Tell me, Mr.
Oh, okay.
Pierce, are you capable of handling a new case, or are you simply a deadbeat inebriate?
If
Do you know what,
come
mate?
to
I'm
me,
gonna knock you out. You keep on
It
talking to me
means
like
you're
that.
desperate.
Nobody believes me. They take me for an old fool. Sarah,
Well.
my little girl. She is dead. Even you must
Oh.
know of her.
That sucks.
She was Sarah Hawkins.
The people-
Sarah Hawkins.
Yes. Everyone knows her work.
The police
I have no
accuse
idea
her
who
of
that is.
killing her family. They all died in a fire. Sarah, her husband, and Simon, my grandson.
I can't
It's
do
a crime,
anything
shame.
for a woman who is already dead.
Find
See.
out the truth. They say she was mad, but I know that's a lie. She would never have
Do you?
done such a thing.
But if you
And
have
she
no
haven't?
proof,
I've brought all that I have. Look. I want you to look carefully at this painting.
That's the squid guy from my dream.
Tell me all the assumptions that come to mind.
what am I
Whoa.
supposed to find?
Tell me if this is the work of madness. Or if, on
It's
the
certainly
contrary, you
eclectic.
manage to detect some logic, a rationality to follow so that I may understand it.
Is that all you want from me?
Yes, please.
All right. I'll look at your picture. That's
I
all
look
you've
at your
got.
dang picture.
The painting?
I placed a file on your desk. It contains everything I have on the affair.
What do you want me to do? Read the file or look at the picture, man? Make up your mind. I'll examine the Hawkins
A
file
warehouse
first. That might
on
give me a...
Darkwater. Some sketches of the Hawkins family. Rather thin.
Okay. Shipping label. Some of it is unreadable, but I can make out part of the address, Warehouse 36, Darkwater. Police report. It says that the fire started in the dining room and it claimed the whole family. The police decided on a domestic accident, but they nevertheless insist on Sarah Hawkins' mental frailty. Why? Good question. A press cutting. An article written about the marriage of Sarah and Charles Hawkins, a businessman from the island of Darkwater. They live in a recluse life there with their only son, Simone. Okay. Now, hopefully, that can give me a consult diary. Strange picture painted by Sarah Hawkins a short while before her tragic death was sent to her father just after the artist died. He is convinced that she is the sender. He brought me the painting so that I could examine it. Stephen Webster, the wealthy industrialist, came to my office. He wants me to reopen the Sarah Hawkins case, named after his daughter, who died in a fire alongside her entire family. I must examine the documents he compiled in order to know more about the case. Yes. I might have to... Why did I move the broadcast overlay to the left? What was I... Was that for this game? It was. Because I couldn't read the menu. I'll tell you what, I'll stick it in the bottom left because it's now in the way of other things. Broadcast overlay. Sorry, folks. I can have it in the dead middle. That seems okay. All right.
Its strange beauty isn't enough to hide the feeling of dread it carries.
So, Mr. Pierce, what do you make of these elements?
Ex oblivione. Fail a skill test. Fail a skill test? What do you mean fail a skill test? What? Hey, wait, what? I didn't fail no freaking skill test. Oh, the broadcast overlay is in just the wrong place. This game likes to jump you when you're least expecting it. Right, let's move to the bottom right. Okay, there we go. That seems out of the way.
The sender's
do that
label
one first.
mentions Warehouse 36.
That's right. It came with Sarah's last painting.
And you think your daughter could have been the sender?
Why are you throwing up gang signs,
You
man?
must find out. Go to Darkwater. Find Warehouse 36.
Is it like platform 9 3/4?
Darkwater. Never heard of the place. Where is that?
It's a small, remote
In
island
waters that
off
are
the coast
dark.
of Boston. Sarah lived there with her son and her husband.
I suppose you want to
Yeah,
ship me
right.
off there.
Darkwater holds the secret regarding my daughter, Mr. Pierce. You must uncover it.
No, I don't. I don't must.
I think I'm beginning to understand.
I'm willing to do anything for my daughter to recover her honor.
Quiet down. I'm on your side. Let's sum things up. An artist dies with her family in a house fire. Your only
Yep.
clue is a sort of promontory painting sent from Darkwater right before her death,
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
And the rumors about her supposed folly.
which you don't totally
Folly.
deny.
Find that warehouse. Find out the truth regarding Sarah Hawkins' death. You'll be handsomely compensated.
All right, I'll take the case. I'll go to Darkwater and look
Oh,
into the death
I
of my
didn't
daughter.
click all the reedy
Thank you,
doos.
Mr. Pierce. I didn't expect any less coming from a man in your situation.
Something's
What,
queer,
mate?
but it's not like I have a choice.
I think this is as far as I got last time I played.
Darkwater. I think I've got a book on the North Atlantic. I'll no doubt find some information on this island in there. I used to be an avid reader.
What? Then read.
Darkwater is off the coast of Boston. But I've never heard of it. According to this book,
Darkwater.
it was often mentioned during whale hunting times at the end of the 19th century. But it seems
has
to have
a
been shunned since
suspiciously-
then.
You finished? You gonna stop interrupting me? It seems to have a suspiciously whale-tail-like thing on the end. Darkwater Island has been inhabited since the 14th century and is still rich with the many memories left by its lost tribes, but don't let the romanticism of these moving evidences of such naive and primitive beliefs fool you into forgetting how violent the gods were. A gigantic creature still ornates the walls of long-abandoned caves. Was it a sea or a dream god? No one knows, but today's inhabitants, the sons and daughters of the proud whale hunters, still remember the mysterious and tumultuous story of their small land off the coast of massive two shits.
All I have to do
Wow.
is go to the port. I just hope that I can find a boat able to take me to Darkwater.
Okay. Did I fail another freaking skill test? Pierce took the Hawkins case. The cursed artist is accused of having caused the fire that killed her and her family. It's the only clue she left her father a disturbing painting on the shipping label and address of warehouse cell on the docks of the island of Darkwater. The place seems to be the starting point for Pierce's investigation. I feel like the guy who came to me with this could have done this himself. I mean, you only really need to hire a PI if you don't want to do anything illegal that a PI might be able to get around because they are a PI. But, I'm annoyed because I've messed up like twice already. I didn't click all of the options I could have clicked, and then I failed the skill. I don't even know how. But next time I'll just start holding A on everything, costing myself precious time. Yeah, I think this is roughly about as far as I got last time. I don't remember seeing dark water. Mayhaps I don't know what's after this screen, mayhaps. It's taken an awfully long time to load. Welcome to Next Generation Gaming, where we've doubled the loading times because of 60 FPS. And you don't even get 60 FPS. Look how good our graphics are. Now enjoy loading screens. Sorry, I know that was really bitchy. It's just I can't believe the sacrifices that get made in gaming just to make it look a little better. I'm just like, yeah, you know, games that look great are great because they look... Wait, no, this is coming out wrong. You can't assume a game's going to be great just because it looks great. A. B. It's cool to have a good-looking game. Don't sacrifice things for it. Like, I don't know, maybe sacrificing split screen to try and run at 60 FPS in Halo 5. Looking at you, 343. Ooh. Okay. I'm on a boat. Ooh. It's got a proper opening sequence. It's been a while since I've seen a game with an opening sequence. That's a cool coat. Did that scare you? Cyanide Studio, that was it. Sweet, this game has intro credits, so I won't need to give praise to the devs that I can't remember the names of. Oh, I'm so sorry. Because I have trouble remembering the names of some dev companies.
We're almost there.
Thanks, James. Sorry, I mean Captain Fitz. If you are a captain, are you a captain if you only ferry? This is technically a ferry, I'm guessing, if it goes between Boston to this place. Call of Cthulhu. Isn't there supposed to be an apostrophe in there somewhere? Scylla? Scylla? Skyla? Skilla? I don't think that ship's going anywhere anytime soon. Oh yeah, green streetlights. What a great and completely non-eerie idea.
Stay on board. There's guys coming to unload.
Can't I help?
Welcome to Darkwater Island, Mr. Pierce.
Why, thank you, Captain Fitzroy.
Captain,
So,
yeah.
what wind brought you?
A
Does
bad
the
one.
Hawkins case mean anything to you?
A sad story that we would all prefer to forget. Charles Hawkins may have been a landlubber, but he was a good man.
And his wife, Sarah Hawkins.
A nice young woman, and a great painter. What a tragedy. You know what? Go have a drink of the stranded whale. What you need is a good pick-me-up.
Mitchell may not be very welcoming, but his bar holds a surprise for you. As for me, you'll find me at the Harbor Master's office. If it's the Hawkins family that brings you here, I have a pile of documents that should interest you.
Understood. I'm going for a look around the docks.
Okay. On the approaches to dark water, I saw thick clouds masking the sky. They were so low, they seemed intent on impaling themselves on the sharp reefs that circle the island. That's very descriptive, I like that. Fitzroy, the captain of the only tub that manages to float to the mainland, offered to help me. He may have documents that belonged to Charles Hawkins. Fitzroy advised me to visit the port's bar. He mentioned a little pick-me-up. I suppose I could get the lay of the land at the same time. Fishermen have gathered around the carcass of a killer whale. I could have a look and see what the local cops have got to tell me. Captain Fitzroy offered to share with me what he has found on the Hawkins in the archives of the Harbour Master's office. Okay. Go to the bar, talk to Bradley, talk to Fitzroy. I have 1 unspent character point. Whoa. Okay. Stephen, Charles, Sarah, Simone, Clues. Okay. What about my inventory? Just the lighter. Okay. Let's have a goose around.
Let the police do their work. Hey, Sullivan. The same goes for you, sir. Move along.
They seem to be very agitated about a dead animal.
You're telling me? These fools think that putting the whale back in the water will bring about the end of the world.
Okay.
They're superstitious.
If only you knew. They only listen to Captain Fitzroy. And not always. And you. What brings you to our island?
I'm looking for this address. Warehouse 36, Darkwater Harbor.
I like you, so I'll be frank with you. Don't go near the place. Don't try to get in.
Why?
Because I told you so. Learn to accept some friendly advice. Now, please, allow me to do my job.
You can't understand. You're not sailors. It's a sign.
You can see that I'm busy, can't you?
You can't understand.
Don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters. You're crazy.
They're cops.
Okay.
You can't understand.
Damn stupid idiots.
Forget it. Nobody listens to us anyway.
Can I talk to you?
That's no way to...
40 locks? Jesus.
You can't understand.
What
You're
bit
not
you?
sailors. It's a sign. There's something coming. Something real big.
It's a sign. Oh, it's a sign. Prohibition.
Prohibition
Oh, yeah, of
is
course.
just a joke around here. That suits me fine.
Right, you little alky. Okay, why would there be mist coming off of these? I'm gonna have to come back for that, aren't I? Can't go down there. I can't go over there. Okay, I'll go for that pick me up then. Spit in his face. Spread your disease. Lol.
Hey, be careful.
That was funny.
Let's get him another drink. He's dry.
In my bar, we don't serve troublemakers.
Pure instinct. I behaved like a Hun, and I sincerely apologize.
Veteran, huh?
Okay.
307th Infantry Regiment.
Well, that'll be okay for now. But the war is over. Try not to forget it.
I'm here for information, not for a fight.
I prefer it that way. Speak then. I reserve the right to answer or not.
What can you tell me about
that one?
We all knew she was famous on the mainland for her paintings. Never understood why. Then,
Okay.
I don't want to speak ill of the dead.
her vision? Was it so terrible?
Way I see it, the truth is really a question of point of view.
What do you mean by that?
Do you still trust the truth after a bottle of whiskey?
Her style made her famous. How would you describe it? Tortured?
Yeah? Well, it wasn't normal. I mean, for a young woman with a child and all that. We saw them in the papers and we said to ourselves, who can paint such things? Is that how she sees the world?
So they made you feel uncomfortable?
You need to see them for yourself. Make up your own mind.
I would like to see more.
I've got what I need.
Anything else?
The stranded whale. I guess this bar has been here a long time.
What can I tell you? I'm a nostalgic sort of guy. The name, it reminds us of the golden age of Dockwater. When our whalers
This
left
place
for
had a
long
golden
months
age?
and came back sweating and stinking of the oil and flesh of the whales they'd been hunting.
It was a tough time.
Oh yeah, that's an attractive smell.
Ah, but steeped in glory. We've never known such wealth since then.
Yeah, but whaling is disgusting, so...
I didn't expect to find alcohol on this island. What's the source of this miracle?
You mean who? Our source of supply wouldn't like me to betray them to the first comer.
I'll tell nobody.
She'd know it anyway. Anything else?
It's the lady in the corner.
Do you know where this place is? Warehouse 36, Darkwater Harbor.
The Hawkins warehouse. I see, yeah. If I were you, I wouldn't hang around there.
Why not?
First off, there are rumors. Sailors from around here say you can hear noises coming from the warehouse at night.
Ooh.
Screams, that sort of thing.
Screams?
And that's not all. There's the fate of its owners and all the superstitions that go with it. But I'll say no more. Anything else?
That'll be all for now.
Shall leave. I'm not gonna drink. I'm gonna choose to stay teetotal in this.
The miraculous catch. Apparently, the most significant event of the last 80 years.
Wow. The Shantae, 21st of May 1847, miraculous catch. The Scylla returns to port to save Darkwater from famine. We had given up hope. The crew of the Scylla, or what remains of it, returned to Darkwater port late on Tuesday afternoon. The locals immediately rushed to the docks to welcome the last whaling ship on the island. People were amazed at the sight of the unbelievable catch the brave vessel had on board. Of a size that went beyond that of the formidable toothed whales, the cetacean that is already being called the miraculous catch covered the whole deck, and parts of it were hanging off the side of the ship. The surviving sailors told a frightening account of the perilous catch, but also of its meat unmatched in its quality and plentiful nutritious benefits. There is no doubt that the immense size of this whale will allow numerous inhabitants of Darkwater to feed themselves, bring in an end to the famine from which part of the island was suffering. Warehouse for rent. Mr. Marks is putting his warehouse up for rent from June for fishing, workshop, or storage activities. You can contact him via your favourite newspaper or visit him on the docks. Special evening at the Stranded Well. To celebrate the return of our brave whalers, all the staff of the Stranded Well invite you to an exceptional and free tasting event. Come with your family or with friends to taste the miraculous catch. Each person will leave with a bottle of oil, so don't hesitate. Okay. I will actually mention something. I think whaling is disgusting in Western culture. There are some cultures that actually need to whale in order to survive. But that's all I'll say on that.
Nightmares.
Because
can hear things and voices whispering. Will follow its reader and appear at various locations, gifted with its own consciousness.
Because I can't remember everything. Jesus Christ. Dude, you've got scars as hell.
It. Maybe we should let him take it. No. No, the risks are too high. It's a book, after all. Pure knowledge.
You okay?
Do you like our song?
We're true sirens. We may not be pros, but we give it all we've got.
That's true. It's a reminder of the time when we were still fishing for whales off Darkwater Island.
I've never heard this song before.
Only people from here know it. It tells the story of the miraculous catch.
I saw the newspaper clipping. You don't believe it, do you?
Watch what you say, young man.
That catch
Young man.
saved our island.
Ah. Where's the proof?
We're the proof.
Without it, the whole of Darkwater would have died of hunger in 1847.
It's true. Everything happened just as it says in the newspaper report. Our grandparents tasted its flesh.
And it was delicious.
Okay.
What brought whaling to an end?
The whales, of course.
They all disappeared.
Lol.
You exhausted the stocks.
Ooh.
You could say that, yes. There were fewer and fewer of them.
Until the last, the biggest.
The one of the miraculous catch.
Exactly.
I bid you farewell, gentlemen.
Good night, stranger.
So long.
Alright.
You have no right to treat us like this.
And the doctor, what did he say?
He laughed.
My God.
Hmm. We're not going to talk to you yet, mysterious lady, because it's obvious that I must. Can I go back here? Is it a storeroom? Ooh, sneaky, sneaky time. You have a freaking bodyguard.
What you looking at, stranger?
I'm just passing
Nothing
by.
at all.
Sorry.
Let me drink, stranger. I told you to beat it. I told you to beat it. I told you to beat it.
Oh, fuck you then. Okay, shouldn't have come snooping around here anyway. Okay. So all I really gained from coming in here was learning about the
Charles
mysterious...
Hawkins was a heavy drinker. And a debtor. Interesting.
Hmm. Okay. Now let's go talk to Fitzroy. Is that my only other objective? Yep. Talk to Fitzroy. Alrighty, I'll do just that. This reminds me of Jacob's Cove in Borderlands 1, the DLC. It was not like a fishery, but
broken.
Yeah, spoopy.
This place seems half abandoned.
My
I
thoughts
wonder what
exactly.
Captain Fitzroy has got to say about this woman, Cat.
And also, is Cat the name of the woman at the bar? It also reminds me of Outlook or whatever from Fallout. Captain, the terms of our agreement are clear. Keep your men under control. You cannot afford to provoke us. No need to answer this message. Just make your payment to the carrier, Cat. Okay. She's a racketeer by the sounds of it. Okay. Guess I can't go up them stairs, huh? The second volume teaches ethics and good practice to medical staff. The Learning of Medicine, Volume 2. Sweet. Skill books. Love it. Has the feel of a proper RPG. Despite the fact you can't customize your character, and also, literally just from the skill tree. I like the whole skill leveling type situation.
This man and Fitzroy could be twins.
In this photograph, a man who looks like Captain Fitzroy is posing on the bridge of a ship. He has a wooden leg. I'm guessing there are going to be many mysteries in this game. I lost my leg. I'm a sailor, Peg, and I lost my leg.
I've brought out the Charles Hawkins cargo manifests. They're on the table next to you. But in truth, you're likely to be disappointed. When you're done, come join me on the deck.
These
Okay.
manifests are signed by Charles Hawkins. That's all I'll get from them.
Only a few dates are still legible, 1890, 1907, and a partial date. The rest of the document is blacked out. Who would want this information to be hidden? Don't you mean a redacted? Whoa. It fits. Oh, okay, bye. Hey, man. Okay. Can I talk to you when you dick?
I see everything that goes on in the harbor. The hard-working lives of my sailors, the fights at the stranded whale. Even the antics of these wharf rats don't escape me.
It's you who lays down the law around here.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far. I'm just the last serving captain on Darkwater. Tell me what I can do to help you.
I want to know about... Talk about Darkwater. What is this miraculous catch? Who is Cat? The photograph looks strangely like you.
I was looking at your photograph. One of the man in front of the boat.
Ah, yes, I can see the one you're talking about.
Interesting resemblance. I thought it was you, but with a wooden leg.
And for good reason.
It's me pa.
That's my father in the photograph.
Your father?
John Fitzroy, captain of the Scylla. His wooden leg
That is
here.
Scylla.
You can go and see it if you're interested.
I already have.
I found a threatening letter signed by a certain Cat.
What? I don't mind you visiting my harbor master's office, but I'd prefer if you didn't go through my affairs.
Are you being
I'm sorry.
blackmailed?
Not exactly, no. That shyster wants to make us pay protection money.
With any success?
Yeah, she's a racketeer.
I wouldn't say that, but she terrifies my men as much as her own.
Can you not do anything to stop her?
Don't you worry about that.
The
Okay.
miraculous catch. Is it a local legend?
Not at all. It's an episode from our glorious past. Go read the story of the sailor's return to Darkwater Harbor. It's displayed on the wall of the stranded whale.
Okay.
Your manifests have been blacked out. They're totally unreadable.
Yeah, I saw that. I've got no idea who did it or why. I don't remember having countersigned anything special enough for someone to hide it.
And why obliterate
Don't
the dates
trust
as well
you.
as the goods stored in the warehouse?
You mean that the dates have some meaning?
I know that Charles Hawkins was descended from a family of ship owners, and the island's fishing industry was hit badly.
Indeed,
I should have
we
clicked that other one.
specialized in whaling, but no whalers went out to sea after the miraculous catch of 1847.
So where did the Hawkins family get its money?
Well, from what Charles inherited, I presume. Although these dates on the manifests could indicate that he had contracts of another kind.
With whom, I wonder? I'm looking for
Should've clicked
Warehouse
that other one.
36. Do you know where it is?
Look, it's right there. The warehouse is opposite the jetty. You can't miss it.
Understood.
You know who the building belongs to, don't you?
Obviously.
It belonged to the Hawkins family.
Precisely.
I think that somebody here wanted me to search this warehouse. I shall be on my way.
So come back and see me when you've got something new.
Okay, consult diary. No, diary. That's not my diary, is it? Get inside warehouse 36. Okie dokie. Dum diddly dum 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 dum. Who's this guy?
Where do you think you're going?
Hello.
Who are these others so interested in the warehouse?
Wait, what?
And why would I tell you?
That's not gonna work.
You and I are on the same side of the law.
Oh, yeah?
You don't want to know the truth behind this case.
Are you saying our work was not up to snuff? Forget it.
Oops.
I thought that the Hawkins case had been closed.
That's true.
So what are you doing on guard duty in front of this warehouse?
Who's asking the questions here, the cop or the tourist?
What more can you say about the death of the Hawkins family?
Not much more than what everyone knows. I wasn't on the case. They were all burnt to death, right? Up at their place.
The whole mansion went up in flames.
Don't get it into your head to go wandering around up there. It's dangerous.
What do you mean by that?
The only one left there is old Silas, and the accident has affected him badly. He can be unpredictable, especially if a stranger starts poking around the
groundskeeper?
property.
Is he a danger to the public?
No, he's in his own home. Do yourself a favor. Leave him well alone.
Okay.
You again. I told you to beat it.
No need to get worked up.
Okay. So this is the warehouse I'm trying to get into. I want to take a look at the surrounding area first.
Wow, you could tell. Who's this guy? No idea. You better keep it shut. What's with you wandering around here like a hungry dog?
I've got to enter the Hawkins warehouse. I guess it's going to be complicated.
No, it's very simple, in fact. Fuck off.
I don't
Mind
give a
your
damn
language.
about your racket. I just want to get into this warehouse.
And we don't give a damn about you. Whatever your reason for wanting inside, there's nothing we can do for you.
Kat, she's your boss.
What? You listen through keyholes.
She's the boss, yeah. She says who goes in or not.
Shut up, you dummy. You wanted to know that you also talk too much.
She must be quite intimidating if she can make two men like you tremble.
She redid the smile at the last one who wanted to get in.
I hope you had a good dentist.
No, you don't understand. She really cut him a new smile.
But he only smiles with the left cheek.
Yeah, funny.
She sounds frightening, your boss.
And she doesn't like to be talked about behind her back.
So, who are you?
Are you stupid or are you doing it on purpose?
Everybody knows us on Darkwater.
I've just arrived.
Let's just say we're standing guard for the owner of the site. And we let no one enter her property.
Alright.
I bid you gentlemen farewell.
Okay.
How could you be dumb enough to leave the entrance to the warehouses unguarded?
Keep your voice down. Why not go and shout at the cat while you're at it? I don't want to end up with her little knife under my throat.
It's a stiletto, you idiot. And with that smell on your breath, I don't give you much chance anyway.
Okay. Alright. I'm good at eavesdropping, it seems. Can I talk to you guys?
You live here?
I can talk to this guy.
Why did you do that, huh?
We saw what you did to St. Brendan.
Yeah, we'll teach you to come onto our island and ridicule our protectors.
I've never heard of this saint. Is it a local belief?
But everyone knows St. Brendan, the Navigator.
He's the
Okay,
patron
you
saint
guys are
of whales
drunk.
and whalers.
What happened
Oh,
to the statue?
is he really?
Go see for yourself. He's at the end of the jetty.
There's you, our beloved statue, and then those two bozos behind us. Wait, now that I think about it, it's got to be them. There's one of them who's always going back and forth to the statue.
Quieter. That's all we need for them to hear us.
What brings you to Darkwater?
Isn't it a bit early for alcohol?
We got nothing better to do anyway. There's not much work around here.
Fitzroy gives us a few chores every now and again, but since the whaling station shut down, ain't a lot of jobs left around here.
So we drink.
Peculiar house.
Yeah, that's where we live. Our boat.
It's not because it doesn't float anymore that we're going to abandon it.
That statue represents your local saint.
What do you mean by local, exactly?
You wouldn't be looking down at us, like all townspeople do.
St. Brendan. He protected whalers and fishermen like us. Until those assholes defaced him.
You should go and fight them so I can get into the warehouse.
The two guys behind you. What are they guarding?
The bootleggers. Scum.
They're protecting their territory. From whom, I wonder?
Territory
They really don't
captured.
have a choice anyway. They're more scared of Cat than an attack by drunken sailors.
If only they would kill each other.
Is it Cat who's shaking down Captain Fitzroy?
Oh, hold on just a minute. We didn't tell you a thing.
Nothing at all.
I have an offer that could interest you.
We're listening.
I need you to keep them busy for a while.
You send us to take the punishment while you go quietly about your business. What's in it for us?
What would convince you to help me?
There's only one thing that'll get us to move.
For sure. Bring us something to drink and we'll take care of the bootleggers.
Liquor?
Exactly.
I'll try to find some for you.
Okay. Well, since that's going to take me on a side quest, I think that's as good a place as any to leave it. Because it's almost been an hour of streaming time. And oh, I want to push this guy in so bad. Reminds me of the days of Assassin's Creed. But yeah, how interesting is this game? I'm, yeah, I think I'm going to play this one through. I don't know if I'll stream it or not, but if you lot want to see that, if you want to see me play it through the whole way, leave a comment down below or something like that. Because this is very interesting. That's not strange or anything. Very, very interesting. I'm really quite intrigued, and I think this is going to be quite a good game. I thought that when I first saw the trailer for it, which is why I wanted it for so long. Oh, that's cool. But yeah, gotta get them some liquor. Only way to do that would be really to go back to the bar. But I will leave that for now. So, thank you to everyone who has joined me and who will join me in the future. My name is Pooderoo, and this has been Call of Cthulhu. I've got another 2 games I want to do in this series of like Lovecraftian games that I'm testing out at the moment. I got 2 more that are brand new, and I can't wait to play those and show you guys what they're like. But for now, I'm going to end that there. Hope you've enjoyed watching. I've enjoyed playing. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think down below in the comments. And as usual, I will see you all on the flip side. I hope you have a very good day. And Merry Christmas. Bye-bye.